Hello everybody. I'm currently at the parking lot at Goodwill, getting ready to head out to Daytona for my next gig. I came by the racetrack that's next to the Goodwill here in Melbourne to get some gas to fill up my gas tank, and decided to fill my air up at the Goodwill instead of the gas station, because I figure I want gas station cars pulling up and whatnot. But found out all my tires were like low. That might explain.
Turn right, then turn left.
I don't know if you guys can hear the GPS, but I've got the GPS on for my route to get to the Daytona Beach work location, because I've got to go there tonight to set up. I don't really start till tomorrow. But
turn left onto US 192 West, then turn right onto the I-95 North ramp.
I have to head there tonight and set up the knife booth and have everything all ready, talk to the manager, and tomorrow morning I start. But anyhow, the vehicle, if you've watched the previous episode, has actually been reconfigured. It is now a stealth camper / work vehicle. Yeah, I've actually made a modification that didn't make it to the video where I show how I modified the little Blue 2 or little Blue 3, whatever it is. Little Blue, let's just call it little Blue. Modified it so that it would carry all the stuff, the stand and whatnot that I use for the knife show, and some inventory that I've been carrying with me so that I can take it to the next store and put it into the store. So right now the vehicle is set up, as you can see. I don't know if you can see back there, but it is set up in normal sleeping mode, so it can still function as a stealth camper. Sadly, I had to remove the emergency bathroom, the emergency toilet, but truthfully, I don't think I'll really need it, because I'm sort of stealth camping, but not really, because every day that I'm out there, I actually have access to a real bathroom where I work, so I'll be able to use that. And in the evening, I can use the one over at Planet Fitness, assuming I can find a Planet Fitness in Daytona near the work location, which I hope there is. If not, I'm by the beach, so I guess I'll be showering at the beach. But that's the plan. So the vehicle will still allow me to sleep in it and cook in it, you know, and it just won't have an emergency bathroom. And when I had to do this gig last time, I found that I didn't really need the emergency bathroom, just because I had access to the bathroom at work and Planet Fitness. So I'm thinking it's going to be the same, or hoping it's going to be the same, unless I get really sick, you know, one of those night sick thingies. So I still got to try to have a plan for that.
Turn right onto the I-95 North ramp.
Anyhow, we're heading up I-95. So I get to see the performance of Little Blue.
In half a mile, merge onto I-95 North.
And see how she runs on interstate, with interstate speeds. The check engine light is still coming on, and so is the ABS light. I'm trying to accelerate, and she's kind of struggling. At least the engine's not going... It's just speeding up slowly. But she is speeding up. I was contemplating if I didn't get to it, so maybe next time I'm off, when I'm back in the area, I'm contemplating taking components from Rusty Iron Van and swapping out with Little Blue 2. So I've got the Rusty Iron Van marked for sale right now, but I'm not really in a rush to sell it, because Rusty, even though it's a Chrysler Voyager, has a lot of similar components. The same components are similar to what's on the Grand Caravan, Little Blue 2, or Little Blue. So, move over the middle lane here. But because of that, I'm thinking it might be best to let that vehicle sit and pull out stuff as I need to try to get Blue 2 running better. And then afterwards to either sell or crush Rusty. Rusty served its purpose, and You know, sadly, I never really got to camp in it. But the modification to Rusty was ported over to Little Blue, and now Little Blue's been remodified again because of the work situation. But Rusty does still run, so, you know, in an absolute emergency, I can get it reinsured and everything. It's still tagged, you know, so I can just get it all redone and get it back on the road real quickly if I need to in an emergency. But for now, the plan is to leave it parked and pull out parts to try to get Little Blue working better. I may try to swap out some cables. I thought we had gotten new cables for the spark plugs. It's pretty much spark plugs have been changed out, injectors have been changed out. I think the coil, ignition coil has been changed out. I think the plugs have been changed out too. I'm not 100% positive. I think I just bought the new plugs with it, but the code, the last time I checked this, still said there was misfires. So I'm going to try to reset it again when I'm in Daytona and then try to read the code if it comes back on to see if it's still saying misfires and on what cylinders. And then I'm going to try to look at those cylinders themselves, you know, the plugs and stuff. I probably won't try to take the plugs and whatnot out because I don't want to make it so the vehicle doesn't run. But I may go ahead and take out the spark plug cable. You know, the spark cable, the cable for the spark plugs that goes to the ignition coil. And swap them out with the ones on Rusty Iron Band if they're the same size. And if that fixes the problem, then Blue's actually operational again, minus air conditioning, which Blue never had ever since I had it, her. But I'm hoping that she will run smoothly, and then maybe I might look into figuring out what's going on with the AC. But like right now, I don't know if you can hear, other than the wind. Let me turn off the, try to shut the windows here. Probably still hear the wind coming through this little crack. I don't have it like super tight here, but other than normal noises of running a car, Blue is not shaking or making weird noises. She appears to be running smoothly, so that's really good. And I got it on highway speed right now. I'm going to go ahead and put it on cruise. Cruise is still working. So I'm looking forward to seeing how she does on the ride to Daytona, because that'll be a big test. This is I've driven her to Orlando, obviously, back and forth for my job at the NEX when I was there doing the night show. But going to Daytona is even further. So this will be a really nice test to see how she does. And if she runs smoothly, then I pretty much will kind of trust her to run throughout the state of Florida. And if she doesn't run nicely, then I'm kind of screwed. I'll lose this job. So cross your fingers and wish me luck. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera to driver's view and talk to you about some topics here, because I think you guys might find it more interesting to watch the scenery and the vehicles than just sit here and look at my smiling face. I do want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank all the new people who are joining us and giving us a thumbs up, sharing, and liking the videos, and making comments. It is helping the channel. Unlike my last time when I took the knife gig, the channel is not taking a nosedive this time, and if you've been paying attention, then you notice I've been uploading videos like crazy left and right. And that's to try to combat the demonetization issue that's still going on with YouTube. They're still demonetizing new videos as they get uploaded, or they wait till I, bring it live, and then after a day or a couple hours, it demonetizes it, so I lose a lot of those initial views, which is kind of bad. And then of course I appeal it and whatnot, and it usually reverts back, but it could be 2 or 3 days or more. Meanwhile, all those views are like almost like wasted views, because they don't count because it was demonetized. So I'm hoping that YouTube gets their act together and straightens this out, because it's really hurting people. I've heard of channels, like the bigger channels, taking a huge hit. My channel hasn't been too bad, but I've had a total of about like maybe 30 videos get demonetized, especially the newer ones. And I've had to appeal them, and pretty much all of them that I appealed came back, but, you know, it took time. And it wasn't just appealing. What would happen was I kept on rechanging the picture, the thumbnail, and rechanging the title, rechanging the tags, and I kept redoing it over and over until it went through. So that robot sucks, you know. I hope it doesn't demonetize me because I just said what I just said. But that's the truth. Anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to switch the camera to roadside view. And I hope you enjoy my ride with me to Daytona Beach.